know, because it overlaps.
Yeah, so I be waking up thinking it's Thursday, be Tuesday. Damn,
shout out Naba Reality, you know what I'm saying? Chopp Shop Radio, we here. Timbo King on the call in. Ashton Martin Piff in the building later on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cash Money, BX Young G's. Man.
What you been getting into, man? Well, we had that pre-session last week after the show.
Oh yeah, after the show last week, you know what I'm saying? When your anniversary, we went to go kick it, you know what I'm saying? At the legendary Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? Foundation. So we had two simultaneously studios set up, you know what I'm saying? One in each room, you know? And there was 2 sessions going, so you know me, I was like a kid in the candy store. I'm trying to get in this room, I'm trying to go on that side, I'm trying to lay a piece down on this one and that one. That's just, I don't know, my mentality is different. I'm trying to be greedy and be like, geez, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. So, you gotta have that sometime, man. You wanna put them tracks down, man.
Yeah, I know.
If everybody had that motherfucking passion and energy, niggas get a lot more shit done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
I agreed. I think a lot of people, there's so many people that rap, but they don't necessarily have the passion to. It's about consistency at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some people have the skills, but they don't necessarily have the drive that it takes to really like make something out of what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun, but at the same time, it is still work. You know what I mean? If you're really trying to get it out there to people and you want people to hear it and like it, you gotta put a lot of work into that shit.
Yeah, you gotta bring your all, and it's just not at that moment. You know, sometimes at that moment trying to scramble and make it right, but you have to be prepared yourself and then come into that situation and be ready. Yeah. Be 100% ready, and that's when good material gets pushed out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people waste time and shit, you know what I'm saying? They just get together and it's just like, it's cool to have raid sessions and all that, but when you're trying to get to work, that's when the work should be strictly work. You know what I'm saying? You sharpen up what you got, you know what I'm saying? But nothing from scratch should be like, you know what I'm saying? Things out there, because that joint just take too much time. So you ready to go in? Nah, I still writing my joint.
So can we talk about last week? Can we talk a little? I want individually, first starting with G's. Could you just talk a little bit about your feelings on your feelings on last week and the 1 year anniversary, how the show went, and just the direction of the Chopp Shop? Could just be, because we spent a lot of time here on the Chopp Shop talking about other people. So let's take a minute or two just to pat ourselves on the back in a sense and enjoy our success for a minute, and then we can get back to promoting everybody else. So, geez, what do you think about?
Yeah, 1 year, man. That's just like a huge stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Like for us back, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do 2 years ago. So 1 year ago, doing this Chopp Shop Radio, and it having, you know what I'm saying, the attention that it's having. You know what I'm saying? People messing with it and they like it and they send us stuff, and you know what I'm saying. People want to be a part of this, and that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we just trying to promote other people, and that's what we keep it as. We do our stuff separate. Our all projects and all that, you'll see it on a separate, you know what I'm saying,
stage.
Well, shit.
Don't get it twisted. When the album come out and the shit get popping, we have a whole week.
Chopp Shop on us?
Yeah. It's going to be at least a whole day of...
Shout out Severe, you know what I'm saying?
It's going to definitely be a whole show of our shit.
I mean, it's a long time coming, right? I mean, it's really going to be a long time coming with that.
Yeah, a long time coming, but you know what I'm saying? It's just growth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it come. I mean, the shit. If we have, 30 shows for everybody else, we got one fucking show for ourselves. Shit.
Yeah, he says, like, we need to have that. That needs to happen.
You guys don't have to be here. If you guys don't want to be a part of it, then I'll just do it myself. You know what I mean?
Just do it all by yourself?
He said, I'll just do it myself.
Is that how you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Is that how you're going to do it?
That's cool.
That's cool. He's a fucker. I'm gonna be here.
I'll be here all the time, man.
So Cash, what is your opinion on the progress we've made? Because we had our 1 year anniversary. For those tuning in right now, shout out to everybody tuning in. Troy, Zach, everybody. What do you feel about the progress that we've made or haven't made in the year? Like, how do you feel? Like, what's the difference between when we started to like last week?
I mean, it's definitely made progress. You know what I mean? This show, I can't say ups and downs. The show's always been good, but at one point it was hilarious. Then, it's a learning process. We're learning exactly what works and what people would like. Whatever. But to the guests, and we made a lot of progress with the guests that we had, and shit's been real cool. Last week's show was pretty fun.
90 plus guests in 1 year, you know what I'm saying? Between callers and in the building, you know what I'm saying? The support's been major. You know
and the guests has been getting progressively better. You know
Yeah, I mean, we've had some OGs, Master Ace, Rock from Helter Skelter, Papa Wu. I mean, we even had a person from Public Enemy. Shout out to Johnny Juice. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, he took the time to call in and bless us. I mean, Dice Payne from D Block. We had Tiny, Infamous Mob. Tiny, Infamous Mob. You know what I'm saying?
Had some good stories. You know.
What about that Queensbridge pillow fight?
The Queensbridge, the infamous pillow fight.
And then there was the Flavor Flav story. And then the what about the shout out to our brother Azul Bully brother Judah Priest with the Jimmy Kang from Wu-Tang Management story about the kid tickling his feet and Jimmy Kang karate kick.
Yeah, man. The old dirty bastard story.
Yeah, Tiny was also with the cops. You talk about the cops. Remember Old Dirty? He said Papa Wu said that Old Dirty Bastard, no one was at the show, so Old Dirty Bastard went down the street to a Holiday Inn and came back on top of the cop car with the lights going and the people coming with him and all that other stuff. Old Dirty was larger than life. You know what I'm saying?
Like the promoter for trying to get money after he brought a crowd of people. That must have been fucking hilarious. See, that's what I said. The real story is what the fuck happened.
What happened in between, right?
Yeah, what happened when we left?
What happened with Old Dirty? Yeah, exactly. What happened with Old Dirty? Yeah, exactly. That's the craziest part about it.
Yeah, man, the show's been pretty good, and hopefully we can get back on live online and shit, so people can.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we got the Facebook Live they can tune in if they really messing with us. You know what I'm saying? There's the YouTube archives. You know, people take the time to follow gossip. They can follow what we're doing, and if not, we don't hate. We just gonna keep doing what we do.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what we do. Because there's no way you're gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn, G's always got this, or always got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be doing me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and that's it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it at the end of the day to be able to continue to grow.
Yeah, I would like to see the Chopp Shop Radio on a bigger plateau. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting up there on a higher platform. You know what I'm saying? And just having it really, really popping. You know what I'm saying? Like big. But for whoever's just tuning in, it's okay. We still gonna do what we do regardless of who's watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying bigger a platform like just to, you know what I'm saying, reach out to more people and show
no doubt
other artists from around the way, and as well as other interviewers, other stories from like known artists that they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude had.
The Facebook stream, they can't see the videos we played of the local.
Yeah, they can't see all the
underground artists. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta check the YouTube.
That's the good part of the show. You know what I mean? You want to call in or send your videos in so they can be played in the show. That's always what's up too, man. But on the Facebook Live, that part of the show can't be shown, unfortunately. So once we get back on the live stream.
Yeah, we'll be back up soon though. Bear with us, stick with us, and we'll stick with you, people.
When the live stream come back, we have all kind of toots and.
Oh God, this guy's trying to get somebody in trouble. He said toots and boots.
No toots, sorry.
No toots. Oh, how about when shout out to the homie, Domingo. Shout out to Head Rap. Shout out to Melinda. Shout out to Anthony Bettis. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tuning in. We appreciate, like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We will live stream and do a different way, but we're doing this for now. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to just continue to keep doing what we do. Shout out to True from the War Crew tuning in. Everybody tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? We
call in 751.
Yeah, if you want to call in 751 5600 if you want to call in
401-751-5600.
You better call in soon before Timbo King from Royal Fam calls in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we appreciate everybody who tunes in. Like I said, we do this thing every week, 6 to 8, man, and we appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us. Mm-hmm. So, what do you guys feel about? Did you guys hear that whole controversial Little Wayne?
What do you feel about the 1 year anniversary and all that? Since you throwing them questions around, how do you feel about the way it was within a year, and how do you see us going?
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Look, now Be Reality checking in here at the Chopp Shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here running the board, so I'm in the background. I feel like we've made a lot of progress in a year, and I think it's only through, you know what I'm saying, the universal purpose and God's blessing that we've been able to grow and we've been able to prosper. Everybody, all of our guests, everybody that's been a guest host, everybody that's called in, everybody that's watched the archives, we appreciate y'all, and we invite y'all to participate more, because this is not about us. This is a platform for every artist to be able to share videos, share commentary, share their history without having to go through a major corporation or a machine. You know what I'm saying? This is for the people, by the people. So we're not asking you to support us. We're asking you to support yourself and participate. Call in, send in videos, hit us up about guests. You know what I'm saying? What's that? The Gmail?
The Chopp Shop Radio at gmail.com, and chop is with 2 P's, so don't get popped.
Don't get pit out or whatever.
Well, R. Kelly would call it pissed on.
Yo, you seen that thing? Yo, you seen that thing that Bill Cosby was acquitted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Bill Cosby, come to the Chopp Shop Radio.
Yeah.
Say your side.
Yo, Bill Cosby, we'll interview you. We'll get your side of the story. Like we got Papa Wu's story about that other thing. You know what I'm saying?
That other thing. We won't speak too much on.
Well, I don't want to go too much. You know, I'd rather let the God tell it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather let Papa Wu tell it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Papa Wu, man. He's definitely an interesting person to talk to.
Oh yeah, shout out to that man.
Don't get on his bad side though, because cats will tell you how that could go down for you. That could go bad. So we were talking on the intro, we were talking about the Project 84. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Project 84, yeah. Shout out to Nelson Rivera, you know what I'm saying? No, nice. Me and him teamed up to do a little collaboration. Project 84, we from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Bronx, New York. And 1984, that's our birth years, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 84 baby.
And y'all are from the same project, something?
Yeah.
Monroe, shout out to
James
Monroe.
Monroe, you know what I'm saying? Pictures from Head Start, right in the community center.
When you both have had big heads and big cuts.
Man,
back in the day.
Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Came a long way to see that we still doing things like that is just like inspirational to each other, and we both, you know what I'm saying, fed off each other's energy, and we wanted to create a little mix, you know what I'm saying? 8-track mix, you know. I got a solo, he got a solo, and then we do collaborations, you know what I'm saying, on the rest of them. Yep. So look it up, P84 Now Nice. That's what you got to put on YouTube, P84 Now Nice, and you'll find it. It's right there. Produced by, you know what I'm saying, the Anno Domination joint. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Good looks. You know what I'm saying? There's no hooks on that. So we just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just stay relevant, stay consistent, and just, you know what I'm saying, we kind of patted each other on the back on this one, like, yo, that's what's up. You still doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it.
Yeah, Nell
you know
came
what I'm
down.
saying?
Came down to see
he
the
came
show.
down. You know what I'm saying? We opened up for Mr. Cheeks, the 2 Live crew. Capadonna was in the building. Shit, it was a good night. Freaking Rakim, Keith Murray.
The Nell Nice
crazy.
Day One videos. One of the videos we showed.
Day One, yup. Shout out to him and his crew. CRU.
Real good video.
What up, guys? Francis, Marlene.
Saying what up to everybody?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Tell me we all say hi.
We all say hi. You know what I'm saying? Chopp Shop Radio, but you know what I'm saying? Took a side to talk about my Project 84, you know? Project with No Nice. So be on the lookout for that, because it should be out like in 2 weeks or so. We trying to drop it. So
it's gonna be a lot of new music coming out from our
Yeah.
group,
you know what I'm saying? They just gotta know we don't stop here. You know what I'm saying? UZD is big, you know what I'm saying? And each individual has their own higher platform, and then when we connect together like Voltron.
That's really what it is, though. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Voltron.
The strong being, you know what I'm saying, creates one whole. You know, so if you with that, you know what I'm saying, and kick it back with us, and we got, because we not just regular, you know. Right. We bring it. We all got backgrounds, and we all came from where we came from. You know what I'm saying? But on this, we connect and we collaborate, and we just show that
the mixture.
No matter where you from. You know what I'm saying? That when you're in the building with some real dudes and real things is going to be said, and y'all going to hear some good music. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff in the works by the God, you know what I'm saying? Production-wise that I don't know we speak on too soon, but yes.
I mean, what you saying? You're being real vague over there.
Shout out to the Zoo
What's up with all that? What's up with all the vagueness?
Shout out to the Zoo Bullies.
Yo, Mike Boston. Shout out to our brother Mike Boston. He just checked in. He said UKB. I don't know what he's talking about.
UKB, shout out to the UKB. Our incoming caller. Let's see who this is. 347 New York.
Yeah, let's do that. That's gonna
Chopp
be.
Shop. What up? Who this?
Peace, man. It's Tim King, Timbo King, Timbuktu.
Timbo King.
up,
Welcome,
man?
welcome.
That's the guards in the building. What's going on, Timbo?
Everything, man. Everything, man. Always you, always me.
Yeah, for sure.
No
for
doubt.
Sure.
So could you just not that you should have to, but just for clarification, could you just establish who you are real quick?
Yo, man, it's the original Timbo King, Timbuktu, Roy fan, Black Market Militia, Maccabees all day.
All right. So Timbo, let's start at the beginning. So you were originally from Brooklyn, correct?
Correct.
So
Right and exact.
So what was the first hip hop group that you were a part of? Was it Royal Fam or was there something before that?
I was under a production with this DJ/producer at the time named Spark 950, and we came out with a project before Royal Fam. Like, this is my introduction days as an artist coming in. It was Spark 950 and Timbo King. After I learned the business from Spark 950, where he was doing his backdoor shenanigans, that's when I came with the Royal Fam.
Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about that. Who was part of Royal Fam? Who were the members back in the day when it all started?
Royal Fam was neighborhood members such as Mighty Mike Jarrett and Dark Denim, Dark Man. Now, Dreddy Kruger played a part because he was an external link to Royal Fam. Dreddy Kruger come from the Jizza Genius.
Yeah, okay.
So we all from the same neighborhood, and we all went to the same high schools. Dreddy proceeded to LIU, and we dropped that out of high school. So Dreddy was like our inside man, and we not really used, but Dreddy Kruger was a major link to Royal Fam because due to the Jizza was coming out, and he was already in with Killer Priest and Wu-Tang. And Dreddy Kruger already knew why I came through production-wise. So I came in through 3 different channels through Wu-Tang, through family, through the streets, and through production-wise. Production-wise was by Rakim the Ill Figure. He was one of the 4 producers under Wu-Tang Productions at the time.
Okay, so with all of that, Royal Fam basically was one of, besides Sons of Man and Killer Army, Royal Fam was one of the first teams that I remember being affiliated with the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, because Royal Fam was the first outside Wu-Tang group that got its own situation without being under Wu-Tang. Like at the time, all the other groups was under Wu-Tang Records at the time.
Okay.
Royal Fam got established on Capitol Records. So we was like one of the first groups out of the affiliates to get, a major deal.
How was that feeling back in the days? Like, damn, we just scored that collaboration real quick.
That was the something got to give Black Castle's LP.
Yeah. Royal Fam, you know what? It's crazy is Royal Fam reminds me, Timbo, of like the League of Shadows in Batman. It's like Royal Fam has a presence, but they're not everywhere. But when they come strong and they come hard. You know what I'm trying to say? Like assassins, like Royal Fam.
Oh yeah, the mystique of Royal Fam was always, we're there, but yet we're not there.
Yeah, I peeped that though. I peeped that whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I always thought that was interesting. You guys were like the Shinobi assassins of the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we bought the Royal Corps. Like Sons of Man, they bought the Holy Corps. The Army, they bought, the War Corps. They bought the military.
Yep.
We bought the Royal Corps.
Yeah.
So what is that like? What does that mean, like the Royal Corps? Like,
break that
the
down.
Royal Corps, anything dealing with royalty, you know what I'm saying? As far as the nobles, the chiefs, the high priests, anything dealing with that language arts, the kingdom, Babylon, anything dealing with that language arts, that was Royal Fam section. The Wu-Tang, they came with the sword, we came with crown.
Yeah.
So it was like, Sons of Man came with the book, Killer Army came with the grenade. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You guys came with the crown, the royalty aspect of it.
Was that something that was like put together, like premeditatedly put together, or was it something that kind of?
Yeah, it was like premeditated. Nobody really sat down and say, "Yo, you gonna come with this section? You come with this section." Nah, it just happened to come together. You know.
Yeah.
Grave diggers came with the pick, the shovel, and the shovel. You see what I'm saying? So everything Brooklyn Zoo, they came with the animal type vibe. You know what I mean? So that everything fell right into it.
So how was it when all those different personalities got together? Like when all you guys were like in the same place, the same room, or in the same function? Like what was it like? All the different personalities at once.
Yeah, because the Wu-Tang has so many different families that are affiliated with it. It's like an interesting mix of.
I mean, as far as the Brooklyn chapter, you know, I always was real respectful with the RZA and Old Dirty, and that pyramid right there was always either was Brownsville, Bed-Stuy, Bushwick. So that was the triangle right there. So, you know, I grew up right in the middle of all of that. So, you know, like I said, Dre Kruger played a major part in the Royal Fam sector.
So you had come out with that video that was on, I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Timbo, but it was on the Wu-Tang The Swarm album, that solo joint you did, Get Your Mind Ready. That joint where you did the video where you were walking around like the post-apocalyptic type shit.
Oh yeah, that was another before time joint too. We did that in what, 9/8?
Yeah, but was that on the Swarm?
Thing.
Was it on the Wu-Tang The Swarm album?
Yeah, that was the Swarm. RZA was the Swarm album.
Okay, all right. So with that, I'm saying, what was the motivation behind that video? Because your video before everybody got hip to this zombie post-apocalyptic type vibe that everybody be on, you had that video popping. What was the motivation behind that video?
The motivation was basically spiritual. You know, like I said, Royal Fam came with the Royal Core, which was the crown. You know what I'm saying? The temple. So, you know, the temple is the control of the whole body. So basically, I just was coming with upper chambers. You know what I'm saying? Like the chakras. Some people come with lower chambers, mid chambers. I just came with a higher chamber. You know, and I seen something that was a vision, and me and RZA just put it together and just say, yo, run with it. You know what I'm saying? So I had that whole mystique of the King look. I had the digital chair, the digital Wu-Tang chair, the World Trade Center. That was the WTC.
Yeah.
That was like some Wu-Tang is blowing up. That's how we were just really going in. We like, you know, really going in.
Let me ask you a question, because we were talking about this with other people.
Hold on, the sirens are smashing me while I'm talking during this interview on one street.
That's that Brooklyn shit.
It's emergency.
I know what that was.
What you saying now?
Oh yeah, Timbo, this is not B. I was saying that so, you know, like I said, when I say this name, it's synonymous with Royal Fam. How does that feel? Because we were talking with a lot of people, and the vibe that always comes up is that Wu-Tang is forever, and I don't think people really realize what that really means, the context of that.
I mean, in reality, we are forever, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we exist. You know, we have children, and our children have children, and they're going to carry on the traditions of, you know, their forefathers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for my seeds, they're going to look at me, well, if my father did this, then I'm going to carry on his tradition.
True indeed.
That's basically it, you know?
True indeed. And you know, because that's a lot of things, because it has such an impact. You know, we were talking, you know,
you got to pardon me for cutting your wisdom off, but you got to understand, Wu-Tang is not just musically inclined, we're family inclined. So either you got first, second, third cousins, you got in-laws, you got brothers, you got nephews, you got uncles. So it's like, it's totally different outside the music world, you know?
True indeed. True indeed. No, because like if you look at it like historically, if you look at it, you got Royal Fam, you got Sons of Man, you got Killer Army, you got all these different things. You know, 60-Second Assassin and Prodigal Son are related to the RZA. Ninth Prince and Killer Army is the RZA's brother. You know what I'm saying? So like it is, and then like all the different families like Brooklyn Zoo, a lot of them are blood relatives to ODB. So I understand what you're saying. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
So can we get you to share a funny story of being on tour with Wu-Tang or Royal Fam or anything like that? Because we always ask everybody that to you know what I mean? Drop that when they call in.
Oh, something that was funny and historical?
Yeah, well, I'm saying whatever comes to mind for you. You got the floor, so whatever you want.
I remember one time when Something Got to Give first came out. We had the video. We was on the show tour, and this the show, the soundtrack of the movie with Def Jam release, and we was on tour. We was on I think a 25 city tour. And we was in I think it was in Miami.
That's the joint that everybody was on, right? Bone Thugs was on that. The show, all of that. Method Man.
Yeah, that was a big show. This lady. First time I ever seen her, she came up to the Royal Fan Band and she was like, Timbo King, I like your music, I like the record, Something Got to Give, but I'm here to tell you something. Get what you can get from Capitol Records. They're going to fall. The Black Urban Department is going to fall. I'm giving you the heads up. And, you know, at that time, I was on my, you know what I'm saying, I was on my kingdom. I was like, yo, who is this lady to come tell me about my situation I just got maybe 90 days ago?
True
you know
indeed.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, true indeed. Yeah, true indeed.
And come to find out, that lady was Wendy Day of the Rap Collision now. You know what I'm saying? She was warning me about the negative balance that Capitol had prior before they signed me. They was looking at Royal Fam as to bring back some of the urban money that they spent already.
Yeah.
So she was telling me that before I even knew that they was in debt. You know what I'm saying? So 6 months later, I found out that they was in debt. Then I was like, I remember this lady telling me while we was on tour, like, yo, get what you could get, keep your masters, yo, you know. And I'm looking at her like, who is this lady? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
Exactly.
That was the illest experience on tour.
You got any funny? You got any fun?
It was like, wow, she told me something before it even happened.
Why do you think she came up to you specifically and told you?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Huh?
I said, why do you feel like she came up to you specifically? You know,
because of the record, Something Got to Give. You know, she know that I knew some type of business lingo that I would understand her. And she don't know I made Something Got to Give from an artist point of view because I just left Spark 950 with the Timbo King situation with the EP, and I didn't know the difference between a production deal or artist deal and an artist development deal. So when I learned all of that, I'm like, wow, I want to school these new artists that thinking, yeah, I got a deal, but what kind of deal you have?
Exactly.
So I just basically explained it to the artist, like, yeah, you can have a deal, but it might not be, and there's different kinds of deals. There's endorsement deals, there's recording budgets, recording funds, there's invoice deals, there's different kinds of deals. So at that time, you know, a lot of people didn't know the difference. So I just pouring that on Something Got to Give because I was heated through my situation. I was signed to a production. No money wasn't coming in my name. I had to split my publishing, all that. So I just made that known to the world that nobody didn't know of.
True indeed. So what is so with all of that and time moving on? Currently, you have some new things going on. What's up with all the new stuff you got going on?
After the Royal Fam situation, we did release something overseas internationally because we had a high demand. After the Capitol situation, you know, I started doing features like the Soul in the Hole soundtrack.
Yep.
Started doing the I Am project overseas in France. Started doing the Ghost Dog, the Jizzes Beneath the Surface album, Bobby Digital album, the Swarm. All of those projects came back to back because RZA knew my situation with Capitol. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he was like, yo, being that I was an artist that got my own situation and brought it back to the table without their say-so, I came back to the table like, yo, RZA, I got this. We need you on this instead of the other way around. He like, yo, anything hot, bro, you on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that kept me going for the 90s, like all my features.
Yep.
You know, that kept me going on big projects too. And then when the independent world took over, like 03, 04, when major labels was pulling out, you know, that kept we formed the Black Market Militia. So that came out through Nature Sounds. So through Nature Sounds, that was like a subsidiary Wu-Tang outlet at the time, because he put out, the Master Killer album, the Mathematics album, the Timbuktu album. So that was a new pipeline for me to put out records independent and also feature on independent records at the time.
Yup.
Would it be another BMN album?
I mean, I would love to have a BMM album. We talking about it, we all get together, but I guess it's the right timing,
I know everybody be spaced out doing their own stuff, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find the time to when y'all all.
Yeah, because after the Black Market album, everybody dropped their dolos. Priest came out with it, Priesthood, Razor came out with Renaissance, William Cooper came out with Pale Horse, Trash came out with, I think, Matrix.
I know it's been 12 years, so you know what I'm saying? That'd be nice to cook up, you know what I'm saying, after all that.
Yo, we gotta get hooked up. We gotta get hooked up with the other people in the Black Market Militia to interview.
Squad,
Yeah, we gotta interview the rest of them cats.
But otherwise than that, I'm just maintaining my catalog, and I came out with this eyewear line called Eye King, and I'm just working with that and my real estate imprint, where I put out this new artist by the name of Flyboy Dada. He's family too, so I gotta guide him through this. So he's like the new generation of hip hop, where they grew up off of, the trap sounding music, more or less than the hip hop we brewed off of. You know what I'm saying? So I keep him focused on what's the origin, the boom bap world, and he mixes it. You know what I'm saying? So he has both worlds. He understands both worlds.
Yeah, he soaks up the knowledge and stuff, so it keeps him in a different, balance.
Yeah, at least he has a balance. He's aware. You know what I'm saying? So, this day and stage of music is mumbled. So you're not getting no nourishment. You're not getting no substance. You're not getting no protein from it. You know what I'm saying? You can't grow from it. That's why it's so here. I mean, real quick. Bing, bing, microwave music. You know what I'm saying? It's just like...
Yeah, the sugar rush. It's so sugar, that's the sugar rush. It hits you once, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
People like it, what they get from it. Like, it's about vibe. They get like, what kind of fucking vibe you talking about? Like, I don't get that, man. Like,
what you said?
When I ask you about why they like the music, like the mumble music, like you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get from that? Oh, it's about the vibe that I get when I listen to it, or like, what vibe are we talking about?
It's just that, you remember, everybody's attention span is so low right now. It's like maybe 5 seconds now. It's like you got like, before it used to be 8 to 10 seconds when we grew up. It was like a 10-second.
Yeah, now the window,
like 4 to 5. Right
yeah,
now.
the window is smaller.
The window shrunk.
Yeah.
We gotta open it back up.
You gotta either have something flashy to the eye or jingly to the ear. That's it. That's all you have. Before that 10 seconds of what we was raised off of, it gave us a full 10 seconds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a full 10 seconds. That's numbers 1 to 10. That's everything else repeats itself. So you have that 10 seconds to be like, okay, I got 5 seconds of negative and 5 seconds of positive. Now I can measure it myself.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you only got 3 to 4 seconds, and in this day and time, it's like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because something else gonna pop up in the next 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
So what do you think? What do you feel about like New York rappers nowadays, like not having the same like conventional New York sound like from before? You know what I mean? It's kind of like.
You see, people gotta understand when you deal with sound, you're dealing with sonically. New York was a sample-driven town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all the music that you heard from the 80s and 90s came from music that was from the 70s and 60s.
Definitely.
So when record companies started penalizing and suing all these productions from the 90s, a rapper went platinum, a rapper went double platinum, but when the royalties and the residuals came in and found out that they had to split their money with the real owner of the publishing companies, it was a virus. They were like, yo, hold up. You know what I'm saying? That's why the South, they make original music. They not sampling nothing. That's soon as they record it and mix it, they mix it in 2 hours. It's coming out the next day. They don't got to go through phone call, sample clearance, yo. We got to find out for the response. No, it's coming straight out. They're selling it right now. Yeah. So it's been like 12 years of that. Because you can just do, why you think these programs right now is like, yo, just got the beats, the snares, come on, you make the hit out of it and you out of here. Yeah. It's going. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's the difference. That's the only difference sonically. Hip-hop. Yeah, I love my boom bap, but are you going to make real money off of boom bap when you're residuals and you really see that where your money going and who really is making the money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Nobody has ever really brought that point up, but
you know what I'm saying? Really because you remember the same companies that was putting out the rap albums that you love, your classic rap albums, was the same owners of those publishers from the 60s and 70s music anyway. Yeah. So they didn't have no problem of putting out that your classic hip hop album from the 90s because they owned some of the rights anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From the Commodores, from the Gap Band or whatever who you were sampling back then. They owned it anyway. So that was just like recycling the publishing to something that they own and make more money.
Yeah, they're recycling their own money, yeah.
So after the record stores was getting dissolved, they're like, yo, we can't even sell this no more, so we pulling out. You know, the internet came in, you know what I'm saying? YouTube. And iTunes and all this. So now, like, yo, motherfuckers is just selling it without the physical. You get it now, you know? Yeah. If it's worth anything, as far as sonically, is it rich and pure? No, because why? Because new programs come out every 6 months. So if you made your album on Pro Tools 10, 11 back then, and by the time another 2 years come, it's going to be Pro Tools 15. So that sound's going to be totally wiped out.